Hello everyone and welcome back to the James Rambling Show, coming at you live on Friday night. Tonight's your host, James Bay.
This time it's a different guest, and the camera wasn't working well for this, and there was some internet problems when I tried to film this, so that's not good. So would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Phoenix, and it's great to be on the podcast. Thank you, James.
So we've been friends for like 8 months now.
Yeah, ever since June last year.
Yeah, and we've realized that we have some things in common as well.
Yeah, definitely do. Oh,
So like, what was it like working at the warehouse?
damn, working at the warehouse, I mean, in my opinion, it's a mixed bag. I mean, the hours, uh, they're pretty shit in my opinion, and the pay isn't the best, but it's great work experience, but the customers can also be a douchebag, so it's a mixed bag, really.
Oh yeah. Well, I've never really had a job yet.
Oh
So
man.
like, hopefully this year I can do work experience and get all of that sorted out. But so like we should probably get into what like why we're friends and stuff, like what started that whole thing. So basically, I think that one of my friends showed you like these videos I made or whatever, and then when you saw me, you recognized me from the video, and then we've been friends we were friends in the science class last year. Well, you were in my science class, and then we started talking and all of that and hanging out. So then from there we just started talking lots on Discord, which started me using Discord more often than usual. So what's it like being friends with me?
Yeah, being friends with you is good, eh? Because you do bring some interesting perspectives to the table in many
Yeah,
things, especially food. Like, man, you got some crazy opinions on food. But and you
yes,
and you go on some pretty mad tangents. Like, damn, some of them are
yes,
crazy.
yes.
So yeah,
But like we we did talk about some stuff in maths, like that we just talked about like NFTs, my Manscaped and all that. So
yeah.
we'd like to give our thoughts on NFTs now. So
Get our
um
thoughts.
yeah, they're pretty cringe in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, I gotta agree with you. They're pretty cringe. I mean, come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, well, they're just they're just like it doesn't really make sense either as well. So like the fact that people would just want to buy a fake picture wouldn't make sense. So like yeah, I don't understand that whole thing. And that whole Manscaped thing just that like I can understand that it would be useful, but like the way they just advertise it makes it just like it just feels like I wouldn't want to buy it sort of thing. So yeah, and so so we've also like since like one of my friends got the Horizon Forbidden West, we've started doing memes where Phoenix would be simming for the main character Aloy. So would like you to confess that to the audience.
Oh, come on. Alright, fine.
No.
Alright. Yeah, I saw Aloy and she's pretty she's pretty hot in my opinion. you know, she has nice hair. I'm not going to go into any more detail because this video is going to get age restricted, but yeah. Oh, yeah, man.
NFTO.
Oh, no. Okay, NFTs, I think they're really dumb. I mean, come on. The art is not even that interesting. Half the time, it's a retarded smoking monkey. It's like, what the fudge? Honestly, it just makes no
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, and I managed to meet you through some other friends as well.
Oh, yeah, through two other people, eh?
Yes. The first time I met you, I was actually confused
How so?
because like I had no idea who you were and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that tends to happen, of course.
Yeah, and you've got the long beard and everything.
Yeah, man, of course, of course.
Um. Oh wait, we should probably talk about how you've got into lifting and everything.
Oh, weightlifting? Yeah, ah, that's it's an interesting story. I basically started out doing push-ups and dumb generic exercises like that, but I've advanced into more technical lifts like, you know, the snatch, the clean and jerk, crap like that. But it's good. I'd recommend weightlifting, guys. Get some gains, yo.
Well, there's a particular weightlifter that you liked to watch and stuff. So could you tell
Oh,
the audience about that?
oh yes. This man who James speaks of is Kyriakos Kapakolek. He's this massive Greek fat ass weightlifter. He's hilarious, man. He lifts these huge lifts and he screams afterwards. It's just funny as
Yeah.
hell. Go subscribe to him.
Yeah, and PewDiePie like made a video about it and everything.
Oh yeah, the bloat pill. Oh, that was funny.
That a Sigma male grinds it.
Yo, Sigma male grinds it.
So that's kind of what you've also been into. I'm not really that into weightlifting, although back in November I just decided to do some weightlifting for like a couple of weeks, and then when I kept doing that I just got bored of it, sort of thing.
Oh,
It's pretty basic as well, but it was nothing like Kyriakos Grizzly would actually do or anything. It's just some basic stuff really.
oh yeah, it takes a while to get to his level.
So how have you actually been feeling since you told us about the illness and all that?
Oh yeah,
Right.
Omicron, it's honestly not that bad. I mean, fuck, I've had flus worse than this, bro. It's nothing. It,
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, just like it kind of sucks that we. Yeah, it just kind of sucks that you have been unwell and everything, even though it's not affected you much.
yeah, it does. Can't go to school, bruh.
Yeah, it does suck, and school has just like school is just has been getting weird and stuff like that because like we literally 2 out of 5 days, and like there were I got like it was just really confusing right now, confusing time living in, you know. So like, yeah, it just doesn't add up to me that
Nah.
that, but like, yeah, and obviously we're gonna just try to talk. We're gonna try and not talk a lot about the other situation that's going on right now, as
Uh,
this is supposed to be just a fun little thing to do,
yeah,
but um.
yeah. We shouldn't talk about the little war going over in the place called Eastern Europe.
Yeah, it's not really about that right now.
Nah, got other things to talk about.
Um, just like, so, are there any other things you want to share about yourself?
Uh, nah, not really. Pretty basic dude, to be honest. Nothing interesting going on.
Oh, well, well, I did. One of the first things I knew about you was how, like, my friend, like, Manraj got you into EU4.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got into EU4. You're a bit of a history person.
yeah,
Like
definitely.
history, and so we weren't actually in the same history class last year, but we're in the same classics now, so that's pretty good, I guess. That's the classics has been interesting, learning about Greek gods and everything, and how like the those people were getting up to some interesting things in their time.
Yeah, it is pretty interesting. I mean, not that I've really been there because of COVID, but like, the stuff we're learning is definitely better than like last year's history. Do you agree with that, James?
Yes, definitely better, but it doesn't mean that the teacher was bad or anything. The teacher was actually doing his job,
Oh, I know
but
that.
like it's just that New Zealand history tends to just it's probably one of the most empty parts of history in my opinion.
It really is, James. I gotta agree with you on that. I mean, New Zealand history is just the most generic history of all time, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, like there is that some countries do have a lot of history and there's other countries don't have like a lot of history. So like yeah.
Yeah, New Zealand is
Yeah.
definitely up there with least history in a country, which is kind of sad.
Yeah. And the funny thing was I like this guy on the Some Ordinary podcast looked like you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, what's his name? Meat Canyon, I think.
Yeah.
Bro, he looks a lot like me. I thought, yo, is this my cousin? Like, what the fuck? It was strange.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really strange when like I thought it was some sort of fever dream when I looked at it.
Oh, mate, that gave me a scare. Honestly, I was like shocked for a bit.
Yeah, yeah, it's strange, and yeah. Then I started bringing up my look like as I look like Rusty Cage. He's just this guy. Yeah, I actually cannot remember what he does. I remember he made these songs and stuff like that, but I mean, I
Yeah,
felt like he like his whole get up felt like he was like a musician or something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, definitely do look like him.
yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing is like we just um it's same with Bitcoin. It's just a bit stupid in my uh,
Oh, Bitcoin. Uh,
yeah. So yeah.
but yeah,
Mm.
James, definitely do look like Rusty Cage. I mean, I used to watch him back in year seven, and I'm not gonna lie, his music did influence me to do some really dumb shit, like play like in food tech. I'm pretty sure I got like this large knife when I was like 11, and I started playing the fucking knife game with it, and yeah, it was really
Uh,
dumb.
okay.
So yeah, he's
Yeah,
still a good content.
there's yeah. There's definitely times where I can be influenced by some little things. Mm.
Yeah, still a great channel. Still a great channel. Go subscribe to Rusty Cage, guys.
Yeah. So do you start any jobs after what with a warehouse?
Start any jobs? Yeah. I might go and work with my dad at this meat factory. I don't know if I should name the company because it might not be safe, but it's basically just a meat plant, You operate
Okay.
machines and shit, stuff like that. How about you, James?
Well, I don't. I did mention that I wanna try do countdown this year. if all goes to plan.
Yeah, that's right. Do countdown, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and my family. I remember like my mum and dad saying that if they're actually gonna give me another year or something like that, and then I have to get a job or something like that. So yeah.
Wait, like,
But I will definitely try to do better this year. So like, you know, 'cause I do actually want to finish school. Just don't want to like get a job at year 13.
I see
So,
what you mean. Wait, so, wait,
hmm.
so, are your parents, they want you to get a job, like, next year, a year after this year, or like a year after you finish school?
Like if if like if I if this year like this it's basically if I didn't try hard enough to just say go and get a job and a part-time job instead, but it's probably not gonna happen. So for now,
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, it's hard to juggle school and work at the same time, trust me.
yep.
But
But
yeah,
at least you've been able to have a job like in the holidays and everything, where I spent like nice wasted couple months now.
yeah, it's good to be productive in those months with a job.
Yes. Um, so want to work at the well.
Work at the warehouse? Yo,
Yeah.
that'd be cool. I mean,
No, no. Why did you decide to go to
oh,
the well?
why did I decide to work at the warehouse? Well, it's because it fit me as a person because I stay up really late and I wake up really late as well. Like, and the hours did suit that. Like, it was from 2:30 in the afternoon to 11:30 at night. And the work, it suited me as well. Like, it was easy work basically. It was just an easy job. That's mainly why I picked the warehouse.
Uh, because probably you probably wouldn't do want to do a job that's too hard for you.
Yeah,
So
like chemistry, bro. I'm not even qualified for that shit, y'all.
yeah, like mm, yeah. It seems that the retail life is hard with all the nuisances and everything. Well, I've heard a couple stories from my sister about how it's like in in the retail field. Yeah, there's definitely some issues going on in that retail um field. You know, right? So it it just feels like people are demanding of things. It seems. I could be wrong about that, but
Yeah,
there's some
true.
people. Like my sister works at a jewelry shop, and um, there's people that try to well, you know me. I sometimes I actually saw I have some terrible memory sometimes, which doesn't help for this sort of thing. So,
Yeah, true.
but yeah, I just know that there has been some instances where it has been frustrating for her to work that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I get what your sister means. I mean, customers can be real bastards sometimes, and the workload, the stocking, the getting on the ladders and shit, almost falling off the ladders. It can be really stressful sometimes.
Yeah, but like, hmm, well, that she does get quite a lot of money from sales because she does sell jewelry after all. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
just if yeah, it's got nothing to do with climbing ladders or anything. Mm.
Oh fuck. I was
But
thinking she would.
It's uh, it's similar in the aspect that there is some frustration around customers, but it's not the exact same job. It's just some aspect in that way. So
Oh yeah. Sorry, I thought she worked
she
in like a
works
huge shop.
That's alright. But it's at the base. It's, but yeah, where you would work at, so it's the base, but it's just a different job and everything. So
Yeah.
that's going good for her. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
we'll wait and see how things pan out for me. Like yeah, I don't pretty sure like I mentioned that I'm pretty sure like in the first episode of this, I I mentioned there's how I wanted to be an author or whatever, but like I just like took that as like I just did that as a meme. It was like that would just be a lot of dedication to do all of that, if I'm being honest. And
Yeah.
I was also thinking about stepping into the field of accounting and all that, just so like, because I think like if I wanna, because obviously since I've been doing business studies and everything, I thought it would be similar to that, so that it would help me, and it would definitely help me in life. I feel, because like there's one day if it comes to the point where I'm stuck on money and all that, I can refer back to that sort of thing, if that makes sense. So
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's a safe career, you know?
yeah, and it is a good paying job as well. He's like you can get paid at least a lot a year, you know. Um, like and also like when I get course and everything, I have no idea what I'm doing for that. So
Yeah, I relate to you on that. There's so many options, eh? It's hard to choose.
yeah, well, we'll just have to see how this year, next year. It's kind of insane that like when we're doing one tech and all that stuff, it's gonna be like 2024 already.
Yeah, 2024. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
We're about to do 2025 Nuketown coming soon.
Yo, Black Ops 2
Yeah,
reference?
yeah. I don't know if that will actually happen or not. And also, I actually want to talk about So there's actually recently there's this game that came out, or like people were able to like play it early. It's called Elden Ring, and it's kind of like it's I don't know, like it's kind of like and Dark Souls and Skyrim, right? Is it something like that?
Yeah,
Or is
it's
that
similar to those games.
yeah? I heard it's actually quite the boss fights are hard and everything.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know how the developers roll when it comes to bosses, of Elden Ring, and I can imagine that they're pretty hard.
Uh, not I've never played Dark Souls before, but doesn't mean I won't understand it when I play Elden Ring. But because I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with Dark Souls at all. It's a completely different game. It's just got inspiration from that, and pretty sure like I mentioned that Dark Souls is like inspired from Berserk. Where Berserk is just like it's about this guy, and he's like a knight and everything, trying to save, trying to be the hero and everything, and then he kind of has like a depressing life and everything. And yeah, it's a manga, so and it has an anime as well. So well, back to gaming and everything. Well, you know, I actually I actually didn't like when it comes to video games and everything. I kind of was on the fence about not on the fence, but I would rather prefer games without stealth than stealth because I like going out and doing the thing. But like after a while, I started realizing that stealth is actually quite a useful tool in a game. Hmm. but I especially liked it in Assassin's Creed because like the way you just attacks people and everything and stealth's pretty cool. Uh, so yeah, I thought I would just bring that up. Uh,
Yeah, definitely a deep topic to talk about. But yeah, I agree with you. Stealth, it's kind of dumb. I mean, I used to like it like a week ago, but then I don't know. I started kind of hating it as of recently.
oh yeah, you did. Speaking of like Assassin's Creed, I'm pretty sure you played Assassin's Creed Valhalla
Oh yeah,
recently.
yeah.
Have you replay? Did you replay it or did you continue it?
Oh, I continued it.
I thought you would get confused.
Nah, I mean it's pretty easy to pick up.
Okay, well, I've not actually played it.
Nah, you're not missing out on much. It's not even a good game to be honest.
Okay, mm, good to hear, I guess.
Yeah.
So, mm, well, I've actually been as you know or as the viewers don't know this, but I've actually been getting back into Yakuza, which is just it's a game about Kiryu and it's basically just like it is not. I want to clarify this: it is not GTA if it was in Japan. It is just about like mafia families and everything. But you know, I've actually heard that like Yakuza people hate Yakuza 3 or they don't like it as much. Like I will say that like it was actually made. I think the game was actually made back in 2009 and it was remastered and it sort of still has the similar like junky style
Yeah.
and it definitely I could definitely notice that it has less fighting in it as well.
Damn, less action?
Yeah, well, the whole point of it is Curious becomes he starts running an orphanage because he wants to get rid of he regrets the Yakuza lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I thought I think it's actually better in my opinion if they do that. But it's not like the best Yakuza I've played. It's not the worst either because I like the fact that they took a break from the action and everything because you do fight some people, but it's kind of rare compared to him running the orphanage and all that, which is I think it's quite an interesting angle they went with. So just have to wait and see what the other games have to offer. So yeah, that's and I think it's quite a good. I think it's actually quite good as well. Would recommend it to anyone. And I recommend starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like because like if you because it's like is every game is set a certain time after the previous game, and it references it as well. But like if you played Yakuza 3 and then you started with Yakuza 3, well, you didn't understand what happened in the other games, sort of thing.
Nah, I
So that's why
wouldn't.
I kind of recommend, yeah, so like, that's why I kind of recommend you play it in order.
Yeah, definitely. This just goes for pretty
Yeah.
much everything, eh?
It's just common sense at this point.
Common sense. You don't start from book 3 and make your way to book 1, you know?
Exactly.
That's just dumb, honestly.
Yeah. Mm.
But yeah, Yakuza, it seems like an interesting game franchise. I mean, I've heard people say it's Japanese GTA, and you know, is it
Yeah,
really
definitely.
that?
No, it's definitely not.
Okay, so you can't just steal someone's car or anything.
No,
Can you even drive in Yakuza? Like, can you drive or you just walk
no,
around?
no.
Ah,
There, you can walk around, but there is some restrictions in the world, so you can run up, you can go through alleyways and cities and all that. But
oh
when
yeah.
there's taxis, and then there's like a limit, and it's like when you try to go there, you just like you can't move a lot, sort of thing.
It's an interesting concept. Damn.
Yeah, so it's definitely better. or not better, but it's definitely like different than GTA. But I do still think that like compared to GTA, it definitely seems more unique in that way. Even though the fighting sort of concept with the combos and everything is not a unique thing because we start seeing that in Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat sort of thing, but definitely not a GTA ripoff or anything. If I was to say what, not a GTA ripoff, but I was to say what's like what kind of game would be similar to GTA, but has that fighting style in there. Definitely Sleeping Dogs because that is driving and all of that, so like that makes more sense. But it's just that there's fighting and there's hijacking and all that, hijacking cars. Like you hijack cars in a different way, so you jump on a car and then you take the person out of it and then start driving. So it's definite. So that is definite. Probably if you're talking about a game being close to GTA, but still having those elements where it's not exactly GTA, definitely Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah, I was gonna
Sleeping
say.
Dog. Yeah, Sleeping Dogs is probably yeah, but Sleeping Dogs is a good game. But like, dude, honestly, it took me quite a while to finish. To be honest,
Yeah.
like I had that game off and on. So I got it. When did I get it again? Like 2016, and then in 20 like I kept playing it over the years. And then there was these like there was just like I was stuck on these missions and everything, which is why I only finished it like last year.
Jesus, it took you 5 years to finish Sleeping Dogs? Damn.
Yeah, I did like because I played it off and on. I would play it, and then there's other games I'd play, and then I try to play it again, and then I get stuck on certain things.
Yeah, I see what
Yeah,
you mean. That's a repeating pattern for a lot of people when they play games, eh?
yeah,
Oh, so many new games coming out. Can't finish the old
yeah.
ones, bro. Can't finish them.
Um,
Oh, man.
it feels like we've been talking for ages right now, but yeah,
I think it's been about 25, 30 minutes. Damn.
yeah. Well, I've stopped thinking about that when I'm filming, so that it doesn't sound boring.
Yeah, true. Definitely improved in that way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. The chapters have definitely helped it as well. Because you can go to certain points, and the other channel supporting this channel would be good because that will you'll have the separate sections and everything. Uh yeah, but that yeah, I've already said enough about the second channel anyway. So
yeah. Hey,
we have covered a wide variety of topics here today
yeah,
in
like,
this
damn.
in my TED talk.
TED
Nah.
Talk. Yo, the
Uh,
James Rambling Show TED Talk. Man,
yes. This isn't a TED talk.
nah, it's not a TED
Oh,
Talk.
I'll leave that in there.
It's just a fun discussion. No politics, no dumb poo shit like that, man.
Yeah, we're recording this, trying to record this earlier as well, because I've premiered like how many of these now? Like, well, I started premiering stuff around episode 5, so I've been premiering stuff like a month, and not really been nobody's been able to watch it. So hopefully you watch it, even though you're gonna hear yourself talking. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care if I hear myself on camera. I hear a lot of people saying like, "Oh my god, I can't stand myself talking on camera," but like, I just don't care to be honest.
yeah, and there's there. Yeah,
Yeah,
they just want yeah, but it would like I don't know like I don't really know if I want to hire an editor or not because like I just don't know how to do that sort of thing. Yeah, and we have no idea when there'll be a future sponsor. I was thinking about running like fake ads before this starts, but I feel like it would be false advertising, and like
yeah,
the concept of false advertising is not good, so it wouldn't help it at all. So
yeah. You'll definitely get into some heat.
yeah, so
James
I think
Rambling.
uh, So like, so I think that one day we'll have a sponsor on this.
Hopefully,
But
if
I'd say this just about does it for the James Rowling Show episode 10. This has been an interesting discussion. We've talked about pretty much whatever comes to mind, and that's the whole point, really. We will be sticking to the shorter titles as well, so it's not like I'm writing it out like some article template or anything like that. Yeah, sort of thing. But yeah, I'll see you next week for episode 11. Hopefully, we can get Lincoln on the podcast next week if this whole internet thing starts picking up, because it was actually pretty good before this started, sort of thing. Like about an hour, about at 8, I had it really good, and then for some reason, like, after you were busy, I thought we were gonna do this like at the time I thought it was gonna be at, but it's fine anyway. It's alright if it's not at the time, but
yeah,
you know, but yeah, yeah, it was going fine then. I just had some problems and I was kind of stressed about it and everything. But
that's alright.
yeah,
Yeah,
if you hopefully you enjoy this talk rambling.
yeah. Hopefully, hope you guys enjoyed this discussion.
Um, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. No, just kidding.
Yeah, bro, smash the like
Yeah,
button. Get
yeah, we
James
do.
to 10,000.
Yeah, I don't tend to do that on here because it's kind of cringe and that. So
It's a little cringe, yeah, I gotta agree, mate.
yeah,
Oh,
we try not to do. We try not to do these. We try not to do the dubstep intros over here. There is an intro, but yeah, it fits the series.
yeah, it
So
sounds.
yeah, we should probably end this now. So
Yeah,
yeah.